The heat was on at this crowded card show, where chaotic boxes flummoxed all but the most experienced card sharks among us. With a sick kid at home, I thought I might miss this show, but he dozed off for a long midday nap, allowing me to flash out and back to contend with the Saturday crowds. First dealer in the door had promising dollar boxes, so I took a moment to flip and found a 59 Topps Richie Ashburn and an 84 Topps All-Star Mike Schmidt. The Ashburn was really beat, but vintage Hall of Fame cards for $1 are always a buy. I lost another $1 for a first Bowman of Justin Crawford, my price limit for prospecting. Crawford, along with Andrew Painter and Aiden Miller, are poised to be the next generation of Phillies players. Crawford may be ready for a call-up this year. We'll see how it goes. The same dealer who had the Crawford saw my trademark Philly shirt and so tried to sell me a Harper he had in his case down the way. And it was a doozy. A 2022 Topps ex-MLB Players Gold card, number 31. This set was a part of a collaboration between Topps, Fanatics, and the MLB Players Association. They made promotional packs of cards for some stadium-only team stores, where if the customer purchased $149 or more of officially licensed MLB Player products displaying the MLB Player logo in a single transaction, they got one pack of these cards. So the packs were pretty rare as they were. This is a gold variation of the Harper card, numbered at just 50. And it's a PSA 10. In 2022, somebody spent more than $150 at the Citizens Bank Park team store. They were given this pack in that promotion. They went on to watch the game, have a beer, have a hot dog, walk all over the stadium, get back to their car, jostling this pack the whole time, only to pull the Harper, and it still got a 10. The dealer was firm as New Hampshire granite on the price at $125, so I ultimately passed. If I'm going to spend over $100 on a card, it better be older than me. This one isn't even as old as my kid. So yeah, pass. But I'm glad to have seen it in person. Moving along, I came upon this jumbled mess of a box, one of many jumbled messes with which I would tussle throughout the show. I saw that there was some 2024 Topps Update cards in there, and I have yet to acquire all of the All-Star Game cards from last year. So in I went, and out popped Ranger Suarez, but only Ranger Suarez. Knowing I was paying $1 either way, I kept hunting to up the card count, and came upon 2 inserts from 2024 of Bryce Harper. These will make an excellent addition to the kids' Harper collection, which has a new custom 3D printed display box that I outlined back in episode 77. 3D printing baseball card stuff is really fun. Check it out at the link in the description below and see how you can create truly custom accessories for your collection. With 3 cards now, I could confidently ask for a 3 for $1 deal, and the dealer happily agreed. Now I had a gift to take home to a sick kid and felt slightly less guilty about ducking out when he was under the weather. The next jumbled mess of a box revealed this Upper Deck Scott Rowland rookie from 1997 and a 1961 Fleer Grover Cleveland Alexander. This was beat worse than the 2024 White Sox, but for $1, I'll give it a good home. $1 Hall of Fame vintage cards are always a buy. Say it with me. The next dealer down the row was a guy I've known for years, but he's a bit rough around the edges, so I tend to limit my conversations with him. He was attending to other customers when I saw a stack of Decaledge cards in his case. I've been looking for the Dick Allen Decaledge since he was elected to the Hall of Fame. I knew that he saw me, so I helped myself and opened his case. The neighboring dealer jumped down my throat, slamming the case closed and beginning a lecture about courtesy and permission, blah, blah, blah. Without missing a beat, the dealer, without even looking over, said, "Don't worry about it, he's cool." Homie gave me the fisheye and slowly backed off. Maybe I judged this cat too harshly. So I plucked out the Decaledge card and out popped the 69 Topps Decaledge Dick Allen, and further stack flipping revealed the 65 Topps Gold embossed card too. Now that he's going to Cooperstown in a Phillies cap, I've accelerated my acquisitions of some of his lesser-known issues. The guy wanted $4 for the decal and $2 for the embossed. Great prices. I waited patiently until he was free, and he eventually came over, shook my hand, swore a lot, made some pretty sexist remarks, and then swore some more. Rough around the edges. He began a speech about egg prices and losing weight after getting the flu and how he hates vaccines and his truck needed an alternator, all the while swearing like a sailor in surgery without anesthesia. And then he stopped in mid-sentence and said, "Wait, I've got some old Phillies somewhere. Just got 'em." He rummaged around a few boxes and then he pulled out 2 1922 American Caramel cards, Russell Wrightstone and Frank Parkinson. I've been working on the 22-team set, which you can piece together with the American Caramel cards, Nielsen's chocolate cards, and W573 strip cards, all of which use the same photos. The Wrightstone had some discoloring, but that actually helps to authenticate it. The yellowing is from oxidation, but the edges are still white because it was in a little frame album. Sometimes you'll see that at only the corners, if they were kept in a scrapbook with corner flats. I offered $60 for the pair, he countered at $80. Meet in the middle? He nodded and I shook his hand and told him to have a nice f***ing day as I moseyed off. Methinks I judged this guy too harshly. And had I held to my prejudices, I would have missed out on these great cards. Meet people where they are, build relationships from that common level, and move forward together. Allen cards in hand, I zigzagged through some stale modern boxes and eventually found the Alec Boehm All-Star Game card, so that's one more off the list. But it really wasn't worth the time, the dollar it took to find it amongst the endless rows of haphazardly open product. Losing my desire to cascade into another bin of late model Topps Chrome Commons. That's when I felt the heat. This guy had a bunch of boxes all labeled the heat. Scanning, they seemed an absolute mess, but I'm always down for a challenge. In just the first row, I found all kinds of stuff. Rookies of every generation, autographs from all over. It was a crazy mix with no semblance of organization. The hits started and just kept on coming. Trey Turner rookies, both the base and the chrome. Scott Rowland Bowman Gold Foil rookie, one of the rarest rookies for this new Hall of Famer. Multiple copies of Chase Utley's Bowman rookie, a Bowman Harper pre-rookie, Harper's Harrisburg Senators minor league pre-rookie, and then a third Harper rookie. This card is from 2009 and is one of his earliest cards. I didn't even know this one existed. A 2009 Aflac All-American card. It says Bowman on the front, but it also says Topps on the back. Yes, Topps owns Bowman, but they usually keep the branding separate. These cards were printed and given out at the 2009 Aflac All-American Game on August 16, 2009 in San Diego. The spot on the front was there for autographs, so the high school kids playing had something to sign. Bryce Harper played in that game, and here's the card. It's one of his very first baseball cards. Very cool. As I was hitting card after card, a number of people came up to the heat, poked at the mess a little, and then left, overwhelmed. I encouraged a few of them to dig in, but to no avail. Then I hit a Robin Roberts autograph. It's not a Playing Days card. This card is from 1982, but that is a Hall of Fame on-card autograph. He died 15 years ago, so the pool of available Roberts autos isn't getting any bigger. We'll add that to the treasure chest. The gold Rollin was priced at $50, and I had to look it up because I had no idea if that was close to comp or not. And it was not. Comps were more like 15 to 20. The rest I knew and could ballpark an offer. So I took the Rollin rookie, the Turner rookie, the Utley rookie, the 3 Harper rookies, and the Roberts auto and concluded my hour-long tussle with the heat. I handed the stack to the dealer and offered $60. He hemmed and hawed and said I needed to come up because of the Rollin gold. I showed him the 3 recent eBay sales. He hemmed and hawed some more. How about $73? Okay, that's very specific. 65? He paused, looked at me with the chaos in his eyes reflective of his card boxes, and said, 67. Okay, Dr. Strangelove, 67. I shook the guy's hand and thanked him for the challenge of taming the chaos in his boxes. My phone buzzed. It was the pharmacy. My kid's medicine was ready to pick up. My show was over. So off I went to get the meds to take home to my sick kid, cards in hand. Harper's ready to lift his yucky spirits. Walking to the car, I had the realization that the only low of this card show was that I had judged a guy unfairly. Meet people where they are, build relationships from that common level, and move forward together. In today's ultra-divided climate, it's the only way. Thanks for watching. This country just needs a card show, I'm sure. See you next time on Baseball Card Stories, Legends, and more.